What we're talking about is Brittany Renner and NBA star PJ Washington. Yeah. He's not even really a star.
I was about to say NBA player.
I mean, the nigga he just got a fucking max deal for like 70-something mil. So
did he? PJ?
Yeah, he sure did.
You sure?
Bro.
He got a max deal, PJ Washington?
He got 78 mil.
Somebody to that team.
PJ Washington.
Could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Nah, look it up. Look it up. He got a little nice.
Regardless, he's making a lot more than the average person. So
yeah. See, I don't know if it's. Anyways. The conversation stemmed from a fake news article claiming that Brittany Renner, who is his baby mama and was his girlfriend for the last few years, broke up with him, filed for divorce of some sort, and I don't even think they were married, but basically she would be getting $200,000 a month. Now, both of them called cap on the story. However, he's now being seen on his Instagram crying that he can't see his son, and Brittany Renner also went viral because she let it be known that if you, in fact, want to get a bag, have sex with an athlete because they're dumb and they don't like condoms anyways. So this was on the internet, what, how many years ago? Maybe like 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
So before they even got together, he knew she was a fucking bird, bro.
Well, maybe he didn't. We don't know what he
Everyone
knew.
knew who Brittany Renner was, bro.
But he was a lot younger.
He was a kid. He was in high school.
He was probably a little bit more naive.
So yes, this is the conversation now. They're calling her a predator because she was showing up to his high school games. Then they were dating when he went to Kentucky. And of course now she just had his baby and he's in the NBA. I will say, if anything, she should be an agent, because she clearly can spot talent at a young age. And I'm like, she has a bright future ahead of her. She really puts these skills to the test. I'm just saying, she really could be a sports agent. But I wanted to have that conversation because, yes, she is 27 years old, and they started dating when he was 18 at Kentucky. When she was 26 at the time, he was 18. I wanted to have the conversation because I don't feel like it is predatory for a woman of that age to date someone young. I do feel like it was only predatory because it was in hopes of him getting a bag.
That's what she said. It was preconceived. It seemed to be, and maybe not targeted at him, but she let it be known like, hey, this is what you do. And then she executed it. Now, whether that was the intent while they was together, I don't know. But that's why the word predatory kind of applies to the situation. I don't think the age gap thing is a predatory thing.
No.
You know? I think it's a preference thing. But her saying in her car, hey, girls, ladies, if you want to do this, go fuck a nigga. They don't like condoms. Get pregnant and then leave him right after they have a newborn. Yeah. That's why it looks a little predatory in my perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the age... Well, I do actually think the age gap thing is only because of where they are, right? Not the actual years of the gap, but the level
where
of development where they are in life, right? Because when you think about it, 6-7 years apart is not bad if you're 32 and he's 26, 27. Like it's not that bad. The development isn't that far off. You know what I'm saying? 18 years old, you are a kid still.
Yeah.
You have not experienced much of life at all. And somebody who's 26, 27, who's already gone through some really pivotal developmental times and developmental years, really should not necessarily be finding commonalities, the same sort of commonalities, especially a woman, commonalities with an 18-year-old boy. Like, it's just not. And I don't want to call him a boy to try to diminish him. I'm saying a boy in terms of his mental and emotional space and where he's at. Most people at 18 don't have a fucking clue, male or female, about who they are and what they're doing. So
I mean, but of course we all think we do at that age.
Of course, but someone who's 26 or 27 has way more wherewithal to make better sound decisions around partners.
Hell nah, look at myself at 26, 27, bitch. I ain't no shit then either.
But you got nothing in common with an 18-year-old.
You knew what you didn't want.
Okay, so this is why I wanted to bring up even the age gaps, right? As at 26 or 27, I was fucking with guys that were like 19, 20, 21, guys that were much younger than me.
But you weren't looking to build a family and start a life with these men?
No, but what I'm saying is, in terms of the age gap, I personally, if we're going to talk about women being predators and dating younger guys, the reason that I preferred to date younger men was because I knew at 26, 27 that A, I didn't want kids.
Right.
B, I didn't really know dynamically what I wanted to do relationship-wise, but I knew I didn't want kids. I knew I wasn't ready to necessarily settle down. And then older men come with a lot of baggage. So whether it be baby mamas, whether it be ex-wives, whether it be fucking wives currently, who knows? But my reason for dating younger men were that they had more stamina. They were more about having fun. And it was easier for me in my sexually liberated self to maybe get a partner who was open to learning and trying new things.
That's not predatory.
And I also think
That's not predatory.
But I'm saying a lot of people are saying the age gap is predatory.
Well,
and
no,
so I wanted
the
to bring
intention because the age gap. It's only predatory if the age gap mandates different expectations and intentions. This woman wanted to get married and have a baby. This young man is 18 years old. That's not what he's looking to do necessarily at 18 years old, unless he's being groomed and falling into the emotional manipulation of a woman that wants those things. At 18, a lot, I'm not going to say most, but I will go out on a limb and say probably a large portion of men who are young men who are 18 years old are not planning to be married with a child and married and doing all those things when they're 18, 19. Yeah. They're not. If that's what they're aiming for, they're in the process of working towards that, right? Like you're trying to establish yourself. Right. When you're 18, 19, you should be wanting to have fun. You should be wanting to explore and date and do whatever. Like that's the point. It's not predatory for you to be 26 and want those things because that's where they're at. Y'all are in the same place. So that's why it's not really the age gap. It's really where you are in your life. When you're 30 dating somebody that's 40, you both have enough life experience between 30 and 40 to figure out what it is kind of that you're trying to do. When you're 17 and 27, you're not in the same place. You're just not.
I think the other thing that people are kind of brushing over is if you look at the track record that she has and the caliber of men that she dealt with outside of just this isolated one with PJ. These are established,
it's not even the caliber.
Men.
It's not a caliber of men. It's athletes. She's only like
an artist.
Only
I was about to say
an artist, but
it's
been yes. But it's a very specific type of it's only celebrity. It's not. Yeah. She's not going after like a powerful attorney. Do you know what I'm saying?
I ain't
She's
gonna
only
hold you,
going after celebrity.
And look at her list.
Her list is solid, bro.
Elite. Like if that was a starting five. That's an elite starting five.
Nigga, let me read some of these motherfuckers off her list.
She got
Colin Kaepernick, Trey Songz, Drake, Tyga, Chris Brown, and Casey. I don't know who Theriault is. I don't know who that man is.
That's
and I ain't gonna hold you. This list don't include some of the niggas I know. So I will say, like, this is a stellar.
That's the other thing. So look at the men that she's rumored to be with or she's claimed to be with.
I mean,
and then look at the person she quote unquote trapped. A younger athlete, naive. Yes. These are all seasoned men.
I'm looking at all of these. Right. I'm like, this is not a good list for us to go off of because she ain't having no baby with none of these men. She having a baby with a kid.
That's why it's predatory.
Correct.
That's why it's looked at as predatory.
Correct.
Because that's starting five, and that's a crazy.
Because you're dealing with five.
I'm putting her up against anybody right now.
And that starting five, has all dealt with and been around these type of chicks for over a decade.
Yeah, but I'm looking. Maybe she just wasn't ovulating because a lot of them niggas don't use condoms either. So maybe
we know because Drake had a baby with old girl that was from overseas.
Chris Brown had a baby during a threesome with Karrueche.
Okay.
I mean, we all know that.
I wasn't aware.
I don't know that to be true, but I'm not gonna comment.
Well, no,
on
that's how they met. Each other, like that's what
I don't
know. Is that not a known thing?
That's not a known thing by me.
I thought that's how they met.
That's not a known thing by me either.
Oh, okay. Well,
shout out to Chris. Yeah.
No. Shout out to the threesomes.
Nice way to make a baby.
Horrible.
No, it is. It is a bad way. It's a bad way to go out. It's a little bit bad.
It's awful. But, I'm not. Yeah. No. Sorry. I'm team Karrueche over here. Sorry. But yeah, no, I think I agree with you, Savon. I think the predatory part in all of this is the fact that you're dealing with a young man who really is not, he's green and does not have the experience and the self-awareness and the knowledge and or the influence of somebody else to say, oh no, bro, this is looking like a setup. Maybe you should tread lightly and here we go.